Cleopatra. Her name alone conjures images of gold-lined palaces, the swirling sands of the Nile, and a woman whose beauty and cunning would shape the destiny of nations. But before the alliances with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, before the lavish banquets and desperate battles, there was a young girl born into a kingdom on the brink of collapse. She was born in 69 BCE in the grand city of Alexandria, the shining jewel of the eastern Mediterranean. A city of scholars, traders, and towering marble columns, Alexandria was the heart of the Ptolemaic dynasty, the last Greek family to rule Egypt after the death of Alexander the Great. Cleopatra was born into a family torn by intrigue, betrayal, and the constant threat of Roman ambition looming just beyond Egypt's borders. The Ptolemies were not known for peace within their family. Brothers plotted against sisters, and parents feared the betrayal of their own children. In this world of palace whispers and poisoned goblets, Cleopatra learned early that survival would require more than noble birth. She would need to be clever, to speak carefully, and to understand the hearts of those around her. Unlike many of her ancestors, Cleopatra embraced her Egyptian identity. She learned the Egyptian language, becoming the first of her family to do so in centuries. She studied philosophy, mathematics, and astronomy in the great library of Alexandria, and was fluent in Greek, Latin, and several other languages spoken across the ancient world. This was not a ruler content to sit quietly while others governed in her name. She was preparing herself for the role she believed was her destiny. The world around Cleopatra was changing rapidly. Rome was growing stronger and hungrier, its legions casting long shadows over the kingdoms of the East. Egypt, once the breadbasket of the Mediterranean, was now a prize to be seized, and Cleopatra's father, Ptolemy XII, knew it. He paid enormous sums to Rome to keep his fragile grip on the throne, leaving Egypt strained and restless under heavy taxation. Amid this tension, Cleopatra grew up in a palace of echoing halls and hidden dangers. She saw her father exiled and restored with Roman help, learning firsthand the price of Rome's friendship. She saw the people of Egypt suffer, and she saw the power that Rome could offer to those willing to pay its price. When her father died, Cleopatra was only 18 years old, but she was ready. She ascended to the throne alongside her younger brother, Ptolemy XIII, as co-ruler, but the reality of power was far more complicated. Rival factions within the palace and the court saw her youth as weakness, and her brother's advisors sought to push her aside, forcing her into exile. Yet Cleopatra was not one to accept defeat. She would return, reclaim her throne, and in doing so, capture the attention of one of the most powerful men in history. This was just the beginning of Cleopatra's rise, a journey that would see her stand at the crossroads of two worlds, fighting to preserve her kingdom, her people, and her legacy. She was not merely the last pharaoh of Egypt. She was its final hope.